Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and this will blow your mind. It was revealed yesterday that Scotland's bloated, I suppose you could call it, public state is way bigger than anyone realised. And the watchdog who oversees these things, and sort of looks at the quangos here, and departmental stuff elsewhere, and stuff that's been farmed out to private companies somewhere else, says that this supersized state, for the want of a thing, Swinney's supersized state of Scotland, nice alliteration, isn't it? Is just beyond the scope of the watchdog's ability to find out how big it truly is. Indeed, he says there's probably 100 agencies, quangos, companies and things that he's not even aware of and hasn't counted within his survey. He's saying there are people working and getting paid extravagant amounts of money by the state who are unaccountable and don't actually report to anyone. So they're told, go and do this job. They're doing it or not doing it. It doesn't matter because nobody's looking over their shoulder and expecting any work product to come back. It's madness. And it's hundreds of millions of pounds. And calls have been made for the Scottish Government to basically trim the fat. They need to get an Elon Musk Doge type thing to come in. And they reckon that about 60% of people currently working for the state outside of healthcare and teaching could be trimmed. I mean, it is unbelievably large. Now, if you got rid of everyone, if you took everyone who's not involved in teaching and health and said, right, we're going to get rid of 60% of you, you start with managers, of course, you get rid of 60% of them, the money saved could then be pumped into where it's needed. Health, transport, education, communication, benefits for those who actually need them. There are so many things that you could spend money on that you're currently just throwing overboard at people who don't produce anything. If you're not productive, strip away the fat. And there's a lot of people who aren't productive. For number one, all those sitting in Scotland's pretendy embassies, what the hell are they doing? Nobody knows. But there is a record number of public servants, 590,000 public sector workers in Scotland, 22% of the entire workforce. That means that when you consider that 20% of Scotland are at school or education, 20% are retired, and 22% are in public sector jobs, that's 62%. That means 38% of Scottish workers are paying the tax to keep the other 62 going on. That can't be right. That cannot be possibly right, that 1/3 are paying for the other 2/3. Halve them, get rid of them, fire them. Scotland will fail. Swinney wants to push for independence. Scotland can't afford independence. And don't forget, if you got independence, a lot of those who are the big earners, they'd skip town. They'd get on their horse and they'd ride south for the border, down Mexborough way. Thanks very much. Bye.